So, let me get this straight, God's got this big orchard in Eden, right? Perfectly landscaped, I'm sure. So, he plops down this dude he whipped up, Adam. Probably with a good hair day and a few questions about what's going on. Now, God's no slouch in the gardening department. He's got all kinds of trees growing, and they're not just for show, mind you. They're for snacking too. But there are two special trees in the center of the orchard, the tree of life and the tree of knowledge. And God's like, listen up, Adam, you can munch on whatever you want, just don't touch those two in the middle. They're off limits. Trust me, you don't want to mess with them. And then God's like, oh, by the way, Adam, being a loner isn't cool. Let me hook you up with a companion. So, he parades all the animals in front of Adam like it's some kind of petting zoo. Adam's like, yeah, no thanks, God, not feeling it. So, God puts him into a deep sleep, does some surgery, and boom, Eve pops out. Adam wakes up, sees Eve, and he's like, whoa, finally, someone who gets me. He starts spouting poetry about her being his flesh and bone. Smooth move, Adam. Fast forward a bit, and this sneaky snake slithers in. He's got some smooth talk, like, hey, Eve, you ever think God's holding out on you with that fruit? And Eve's like, maybe. So, she takes a bite and passes it over to Adam like it's some forbidden fruit smoothie. Suddenly, they're both realizing they're naked. Cue the awkward leaf fashion show. God, who apparently likes to take leisurely strolls in his orchard, starts calling out for Adam and Eve. They're hiding in the bushes like a couple of kids busted for sneaking cookies before dinner. God's like, Adam, where you at? And Adam's like, I'm here, but naked, and I'm feeling a bit exposed, you know? Then he points fingers, blaming Eve for the whole fruit fiasco. Eve's like, whoa, God, it's not my fault, the snake tricked me. Classic blame game going on here. God's not amused. He starts doling out punishments like a divine judge on a roll. Snake gets the short end of the stick, cursed to crawl on his belly and eat dust. Eve gets hit with the pain of childbirth and some power struggles with Adam. And Adam? Well, he's stuck with a life of hard labor and dealing with thorns and thistles instead of gourmet fruit salads. But God's not all wrath, he's got a soft side too. He stitches them up some clothes and kicks them out of Eden, appointing some celestial bouncers to guard the entrance. It's like the original eviction notice. So, that's the story of how Adam and Eve got booted from paradise, thanks to some fruit, a snake, and a whole lot of drama. But hey, at least they got a killer origin story, right?